Anyway, welcome back to the channel, and we are about to commence and live watch Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. I am going to be writing names down because I only know Drew, Porshaaaaa, Cynthia, who's a friend of course, Kenya, who was demoted of a friend of because she did some crazy mess. Yeah, I don't know how to feel. The last season was mid. It was kind of like Marlo finally got a peach, and she did not do what we thought she was gonna do, and now that was disappointing. For 2 seasons straight. She was better as a friend of, honestly. I don't know. I don't know anybody else on this cast. I know one of them girls is gonna come after. I did not watch the 7-minute preview because that takes away, I feel, from me when I've already watched it. So I am watching this blind going into it. I did, like I was saying, I did see the little snippet of one of them girls coming after Porshaaaaa. And I mean, she's asking the questions that we all want to know as well. But, and then where was I? Was it Reddit? Was I on the safe side of Reddit? I don't know. Maybe I was. And people was like, I hate it when fans become castmates. I don't know who these people are. I'm going in blind and no preconceived notions. So we gonna see, honey, we gonna see. And I got my notebook and my pen to write down who these people are because, again, I don't know them. I don't know those 4 people that I said. Okay, let's bubbles. I forget Shamia. We know Shamia. Hopefully Shamia does not disappoint us. I don't think she will because she does live that life. But I hope she doesn't disappoint us like how Marlo, well, let me don't say us, me. And I think a whole lot of other people with her finally getting a peach baby. And I'm going to try so hard to stay away from the chatter. But I got my pen because as soon as the stream came on, Shamia was like, how do I forget Shamia? I like this little 7 whole days Tony Braxton wig that she got on. It's real cute. Honey, they all the way cut Kenya out of this show. That is wild crazy. She don't even have an intro. Okay. I got my gear on. So oh, Kenya. Anyway, I feel bad for Kenya, even though she's gonna grace the screen maybe in the first couple of episodes, and then, you know, she gone, and then what's her face coming? It's just sad. But how about Porshaaaaa is really giving Risa Tisa in the beginning? And where is she running to? What type of warm-up was that with a full beat and lashes? Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us, Porshaaaaa. We did miss you on the screen. I did not watch that diabolical show that you had with your family, with Dennis and them. And I did not really, after all that messy stuff with Gabadia, and I even forgot the woman's name. Her friend having a baby, losing the baby, taking him on. It was just too much. It got real messy, and how I feel about families and messiness on the TV, I'm a bow out gracefully because that's y'all business. For real, that's y'all business. I do not want to be involved. DDG, take us out the group chat. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, Porshaaaaa was giving real Risa Tisa. I don't know, that was weird. First of all, bravo, y'all editors and y'all producers. Y'all shady for doing that to Shamia and her love story. That was funny. That was shady. Y'all try to shorten that woman's love story. And I feel like I heard that story before, maybe. I don't know. But honey, let's get into it. She said, I don't want to be defined by my wealth. Honey, if you start starting a conversation about your $9 million homes and your 5 elevators, you are going to be defined by your wealth, baby. I love a humble brag. Honestly, I love a humble brag. Shamea seems like a down-to-earth chick, and I hope that she gives everything that she's supposed to give on this show, and maybe a little bit more. Now, hearing about her birth stories with her daughter, and I'm sure she probably had the first difficult pregnancy if she had to go the surrogacy route the second time, and I think she's on her third, actually. Listen, I watch TV. I stick to what I watch. I ain't never seen Shamea host nothing. I remember that she was a dancer, yes. I've never heard her sing. I've never seen her act. I don't really watch a lot of network TV, and this is not to like say that she's lying or anything, but I have not seen her in anything. But I am glad that she's making her own coin, and I think her and her husband make coin together doing whatever it is that he do. We about to find out. But we about to see all these ladies at Shamea's home, her mansion, and we about to meet all these ladies. Lord, it's about to be a time. So we finally get to see Kenya, honey. The fact that her daughter's name was before hers, just she's 5 already. God, she is. Jeez Louise. Not that man banished to the basement. They still living in the same house. That's wild crazy to me. That is. Anyways, it's pretty weird that they're living in the same house. I think that, and it fits and it tracks for friggin', what's that man's name? Ralph, to be petty in an app that's overseen by officials. Like, he don't care. He don't give AF. He don't. Obviously, as they're getting a divorce. Now, mind you, Drew is the same Drew, because when she told Kenya that she is doing music, she did 5 new leads last year. Okay, good for you, girl. However, when you're doing your music, and I think you can sing, however, you randomly choosing Dennis, and Dennis randomly, so all of a sudden that's his passion, that he is a record producer. Y'all shady for bringing up that 2014. Porshaaaaa with the bangs. Anyways, I just don't. And then it went from 8 to 6 to 4, because now she's like, that's his passion. He's been doing it for a long time. Okay, so when Porshaaaaa was trying to do you and Porshaaaaa was doing that music, what happened? Or maybe he wasn't into it then. I don't know how long. Like, it's always, Drew always have that literal dance that she had with the truth, boy. She tiptoe in it and then she come back out, boy. I don't know. First of all, I don't believe, and I can't be proven wrong, and I don't care. I believe, not fact, opinion, I believe that Drew did not talk to Porshaaaaa. I think Dennis said something and was like, yeah, I'm doing this. And she's like, oh. And then Porshaaaaa brought it to Drew. And Drew was like, yeah, we're doing this, blah, 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 blah. I think those were the sequence of events. Will we ever know the real truth? Because Drew just, I don't know. I don't know. Is this what we're going to see of of Kenya, just sprinkles of her before they kick her out? I mean, it wasn't unwarranted. However, there's people out here with DUIs and running cars into walls and things, and they're still around. Anyway, I'm not a Kenya enthusiast. Yes, that's how you say it. I'm not a Kenya enthusiast by no means. That woman is vile most times. And I just feel like she sunk her teeth into the persona that she created as she brought Walter on this show. And she thought she could go low down and dirty, and it blew up in her face, unfortunately. All right, that's enough. Let's go back to see what the rest of these shits got to say. I'm trying to say it nicely. I'm trying not to be judgmental. I'm trying not to be, I don't know. Porsha going to her attorney and crying about Simon. To be honest with y'all, I feel like she did like Simon a lot. The things that we've heard that he didn't sign a prenup, he did not submit documents, financial documents, blah, 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 blah. Maybe she couldn't push back the wedding. Maybe the love overruled all, and the papers that he submitted finally, and he signed the prenup and all of that right before the wedding. I think like a month before the wedding was supposed to, too much money has been spent. Too many things has been done. I love this man, we gonna get married. I think that was the case with that. But I'm sure there were many red flags. Much like him going on the internet and bashing, I forget that woman's name, and saying, all types of things and being very catty and sassy on the internet with his ex, and wasn't even his ex yet. They were still married. And Porsha and Simon were traipsing around. So when that woman got pregnant and Porsha was underneath her picture when she announced it saying, "Aw," that's when I was like, I'm done with all of them. I can't do this. This back and forth situation, all of them wrong. To me, I felt like it was very crass. It was very nasty the way that Simon and Porsha was traipsing around. I didn't like it. No matter how Simon and that girl, they weren't together, they were separated or whatever. I just think it was very low class. I'm sorry. I did not like it. But, to each his own. They were in love. They got married. They were traipsing around the world. And then 2 years later, now look. She did say something about karma, but I don't know if it's karma. I think that she just was engulfed in the life and the love that she said that she had for him. That she, everything else, she was tunnel vision in that part. Like, why you gotta stay overseas all the time? Like, why you never in America? Like, it was just a lot going on that made me side eye. But then I was like, you know what? Whatever. If that man got a house on an island and she could stay over there and Pilar could be homeschooled, who cares? That's their business. Apparently, there were reasons for all of that. And so, is he still detained? Is he in a detention center with ICE? I don't know, honey, but I don't know. It was kind of like wah when she was talking to her lawyer about getting a divorce with Simon, because on the outside looking in, I'm like, girl, there were so many signs. But, you love who you love, and you give the people you love grace, and you disregard the things that you know are wrong. And that's with every single person, not just Porsha. Gateee, formerly known as Porsha Williams, and will be known as Porsha Williams from this time on. Fallon. Her name is Fallon. Simon's ex-wife. Her name was Fallon. I don't even understand why I couldn't remember her name. Anyway, Fallon, I don't care about that man's name, who she had her babies with. Simon and Porsha, all of them was wrong in that whole situation. They was being very messy online and talking about how it's about the kids and how it's, blah, 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 but yet y'all being messy online. Anyway, I digress. This is giving... What is that man's name? Hold on. Honey, Dennis is giving early... Oh, my God. I can't remember the season. But when that woman came... What is her name? And everybody had to tell her that, yes, I dated that man too, and I dated that man too, and I dated that man too. Everybody went around. It was Phaedra that said it, Candy. Is it Dawn, the music producer? Is it him? Oh, my God. Dennis is giving that. He dated Britt. He dated Kelly. Not the rumor mill about Drew. And Drew is loving all of this attention, talking about, she's not going to clear the rumors up if she dating him or not. That's why Dennis called her corny. So, anyway, Shamia, Britt, and I want to say that's Britt. Is that Britt, child? Yeah, because Angela ain't come on the screen yet. So Britt and Kelli and Shamia are at this dinner, and Shamia is taken aback. Kelli is coming guns blazing. She shouldn't have taken that guy. I mean, Kelli is coming in blazing, baby. She is like, she shouldn't have said that man. She took that woman's husband. Listen, the timeline, there was a little gray. However, it's been 5 years now. Like, come on now, 4 or 5 years. You ain't got to go as hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not that deep. And if you feel like she getting her karma, you could say that in a very different way. You coming at her best friend talking like that, you wild crazy. That should be the title of this. Y'all wild crazy. Because how are you coming after her like that? Now, Kelli is my type of girl. Like, I dig her. I mean, they are over the top. What else are you going to give us? You got to entertain us. You know what I'm saying? However, I like what you said. Well, the rumor is that Dennis and then Shamia doubled down and said, well, people have been calling me and telling me that they seen him at the club holding hands, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Dennis kind of messy as well. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Everybody just wild crazy. This is the type of carrying on I like. Now, if I was Shamia, I would have said the same. I would have went back to my friend and be like, listen, this is what she came at me with, and I checked her. But I'm going to tell you, I told her that she needs to get, Porsha was like, she could join the rest of them people online and get blocked too. Because I don't got time for it. I'm setting my boundaries. You know, everybody like boundaries now. Everybody going to therapy and love therapy talk. And if you coming at me sideways, I don't got time. And honestly, I agree to an extent. But you got to work with these people. But what did I say? She ain't even got to get to know me. She don't need to do nothing. You know, she got to promote her chicken shack. Chicken shack. You see what I said? The sequence of events with Drew and her little dance with the truth and the lie. What's the reason for you and Dennis to be hugged up at a club? Why is Dennis now reneging all of this? Like, what are y'all attracting? Like, this is a mess. But remember when Kandi tried to tell Porsha about Dennis and how Dennis was out in them streets, and Porsha was like, you sound jealous. Why you coming at me with all of this? Watch what you say about me and my man, blah, 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 blah. All right. Drew, I don't know what you into, girl. I don't know. You are a mess. This party about to be, they're going to have a lot of fireworks at this birthday party. And plus, Kenya going to be there. Shamia. I know you had it like that, girl. You sound good. Come on with the rain, rain, go away rendition. I hope the rain do stop. But, honey, the mess cannot be washed away. This is why I miss Porsha on the screen. She is hilarious, mind you. She said, Cynthia's like, I'm sorry I heard about you and Dennis, blah, 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 blah. She said, how's Drew? You know, Lord, Drew's going through a divorce as well. How's she doing? Well, you know, she got a great support system. Dennis has really been in her corner supporting her. Porsha, cut it out. Honey, it is just the first episode. Kelli is trying to be the star. You will come into the Cynthia supermodel, to me anyway, and coming at her and telling her that you already got into it with Porsha, and then you still are going to come at her at this party talking about why you steal that woman's husband? Please, Kelli. You giving off some vibes. I don't like it. I don't like it. Straight out the gate. You coming for Porsha. Girl, Kelli, you acting like a chihuahua, baby. You are barking and wanting to be big, and it's really, I don't know how well it's going to go for you, babes. I don't know how well it's going to go. I don't know. I'm not trying to get into the blogs and find out what happened, but y'all wild crazy. Kenya came out the gate. She was ready. Oh, I didn't know. Listen, the way that she didn't even greet Brit for real when she went around to everybody, there is something that's there already, baby. I don't know what it is. Now, Porsha, not me eating a peach. Now, Porsha, that was very tacky of you. You got me agreeing with Kelli. You definitely should have made yourself into that crowd and waited till Shamea acknowledged you. Like, come on now. Come on. That was tacky. That was very tacky. Shamea had an entry blue goddess moment, and now she's looking like a golden Oscar. Honey, do that thing. Now see, it's an edited show. We don't know what came first, you know what I'm saying? So it's Kenya and Porsha ain't that close, for real. But if they were hanging out, but Brit ain't do nothing to Porsha though. So why did Kenya do that? I don't know, we're gonna have to see how the chips fall on this show. But Kelli, I don't know, babe. You're giving off, I don't know what that is. And Shamea talked to you in her home. And now you telling everybody else that you mad at Shamea for telling Porsha? That's her friend. She knew her before she knew you. Why wouldn't she go to Porsha and tell her XYZ? And she did not lie. There was no lies. She didn't add no sauce to it. She didn't add no seasoning. She came to Porsha with the information, and she came to you with the information. Child, this is gonna be, and Cynthia and Kenya are right. If you breathe on it and you touch something, the thing will become a very much bigger thing in this group. Kelli, who made you Judge and Judy? It really does, Judge and Judy, Lord. Who made you Judge and Jury, baby? Because who are you for Porsha to answer to? I'm gonna have to agree with Porsha, be like, you need to join the netizens online, baby. You've got so much to say. You are not coming to me asking me that. You don't even know me for real. Like, that's crazy. You cannot be coming at this girl and then saying that I stand on business. You are standing on somebody else's business. You are standing on somebody else's perception of somebody else's business. Like, girl, Kelli, this ain't it. Honey, the episode is over. And Kelli wants to be the star of this show, baby. Kelli wants to be the star of this show. Shout out to Charles. Let's just have an honorable mention of Charles Oakley telling his wife that she needs to go and check her wig. I mean, I like he said it in front of that man, but I mean, the man saw it. So, but in front of Brittany's husband. Shout out to Charles Oakley. Like, for real. What? That's what your husband's supposed to do. See what I'm saying? That is what a partner does. Tell you when things are going awry. And you know what she said? She's like, you know what? Let me go on and fix it. I mean, that was awesome. Now, what do I say? I don't know what Kenya's deal is with Brittany. That was really weird. She didn't address. She was smiling and kikiing with everybody in the circle and didn't even air kiss her or nothing. And then when Kelli was like, hi, blah, 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 and then she turned around and she was like, and then Brittany was like, hi, I'm Britt. I'm gonna call her Brittany because I can't. And she's like, hi, you're cute, blah, 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 blah. Like, what was that about, Kenya? You already started. Golly. Anyway, now we did not get much of Angela. We do understand that she and Charles are a unit, honey. They are a unit, because if that man can tell you to fix your wig and you go do it and you ain't had no pushback, I love that for you. I love that for y'all. I love that. Common decent, and that is not, the bar is in hell, obviously, if I am commending a man for telling his wife something's going on. Anyways. Brittany and her husband, Tim. Brittany is insurance, and there's money in insurance now. I don't know what Tim do. I don't know what he does. But they seem to be, you know, in love. This episode, next episode preview shows that there's something going on. Marriages is work. Any type of relationship is work. So we're not going to dive into that. But it is crazy that every single person is going through a divorce or just freshly divorced. And the only married ones is Shamea and Brittany. Is this Real Housewives or not? I don't know. It's giving Love and Hip Hop, honestly. But whatever. You know, that's not a dig per se. Because, you know, they all owned by somebody right now. Meaning the networks. Okay, so we got Shamea. Shamea is already starting out, and it's very clear that this season is definitely surrounded by Shamea. She is definitely the glue. She knows all these ladies. So y'all saying that this is Porsha and them show, it's really not Porsha and them show. It's actually Shamea and friends. Now, the way that they promoted it, because I think Porsha came on, it has to be that Porsha came on like not last minute, but like she was the one that was like, you know, I'm gonna come back, blah blah blah, after her and Simon announced their divorce. So there's that. I feel like this season is very much going to be haphazard. I feel like it's not gonna flow because we already know the behind the scenes that Kenya got kicked off. Phaedra comes back as a Hail Mary. I think Phaedra is going to do well here on this side of the Atlanta street. The other side, she very much casted them aside like orphans, as she calls them. And I think her hems and her haws and her oohs and her reads will do better on this side of the street. And we didn't even see her yet. I just feel like this season is not going to be coherent. It's not going to flow. There's a lot of things that are going to be missing that we're not going to understand. And it's going to make it or break it, honestly. This first episode to me is kind of like, I would say it was a 7. Because Kelly took away the 3 points, honestly, because she's really giving, I want to be the star, I'm going to come after the quote-unquote star of the show. Because with Porsha coming back, there's more eyes that are going to be on it because they want to see her, you know, talk about Simon and what's really going on, and Dennis is back. Dennis is like he never left, honestly. He's been around. Even when she was with Simon, they were traipsing all together and having family vacations and barbecues and all of that. So Dennis is always around, obviously. And Cynthia is a friend of. She is given friend of because she don't know none of these girls. And she's really just, I don't know. Cynthia seems like she came back because they asked her to come back and she was like, all right, I'll do it. Like, she doesn't seem enthusiastic to be there, honestly. Like, her vibe is given, I'm here, but I feel a little uncomfortable in this situation with these females. I mean, it could be that she's older and it could be that she has been here since the early years and it's not given the same vibe. Though the way that things happened, this is exactly where this tracks. Like, this is evidence of how things trickled down. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I cackled, I laughed, my jaw was dropped. Porsha made me laugh like she normally do. And the Shamea and Porsha is definitely gonna get into it. We can always see the writing on the wall. And Shamea, girl, don't let these girls take you out of character. That's all I have to say. Don't pop off. Don't do none of that stuff. Even though I know that's what you can do because you're born and bred Georgia Peach, baby. I get it. However, some of these ladies don't have nothing to lose. So that's all I have to say about that. Now, all of these ladies that can stand on their own. I'm not dissing any one of them or anything like that. I just feel like if she's going to be the anchor of this show, she needs to learn how to, for me, I feel she needs to learn how to stay quiet and when and where and how she should speak on the situation. Because not everything deserves a rah, 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 rah. Now, when the rah, rah, rah comes out and it's warranted, go ahead and do that for you, baby. But it seems like they coming on here, even though they're your friends, it seems like they coming here to cause some mess. They coming on here to be wild crazy, and they coming out here to try and be the dominant. And it is, you know, survival of the fittest. This is what this episode is giving. Survival of the fittest. I think Angela is going to be the sound of reason, like how Cynthia was back in the day. And I feel like she not going to get in the mess. She going to just watch on the sideline and judge like the rest of us. Brittany, I'm not too sure about Brittany. I really am not sure about Brittany and how I'm going to take her. I don't know yet. But Kelli, she definitely left an impression, and that was her purpose. You understand me? Okay. Anyway, that is it for us and these Atlanta's peaches, baby. And if you made it this far, I want to thank you. And, you know, like the video, subscribe. That is the best way to grow the channel and to grow all the other upcoming channels here on YouTube. Because we always had a lot to say, and now we letting everybody hear it. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.